Hey guys, how y'all doing? Like to thank the Kiwanis for having us. Congratulations to Queen Sage. Enjoy your weekend. I hope you have a great weekend. Um, we have Karen Crow, state champs. All right, we're excited about that. Luckily, luckily our kids don't know any teams outside of St. Martin Parish, so they don't know who Karen Crow is. I heard them talking about in the locker room. They're like, "Man, where they at?" And kid was like, "Man, I think that's by Beulah Rose." So I figured that out when we had to play Core in the playoffs a couple years ago, and I was like, "Man, our kids are not scared at all. Like they're ready to roll. We're gonna I feel good about this." But they didn't know who Core was, so it was that was a reason. But anyway, you know. With St. Martin Parish, I'm not from the parish, and like I kind of told y'all before, you know, I don't understand a lot of the words that people use. I'm really into my job, so I only date people who will actually help me be a better football coach. And I was dating a girl who had a Cajun accent, would give me Cajun words, but she ran out of words, so we had to break up. And I'm now dating someone who's even deeper into the Cajun Cecilia community. And she's helped me, and what we've done to try to get the kids to understand things is I had her help me rename some plays that, you know, so that way our kids understand it and it's easier. You know, like our main running play, if we run it to the left, it's the foie. If we run it to the right, it's the fridge. It's a big running play. Once you start it, man, you really can't stop it. We have the "God that dome." That's our big play action pass. We're going over the top. If you hear that, you know we're going deep. We have the boudet, which is that's when you take a knee because either we're sad or they're sad. And then we have the shaws. And then the shaws. That's just the quarterback picks. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Which, by the way, shaws is the worst word ever. It is literally a word that means any other noun that the person speaking is thinking of, but nobody else knows it. So it's an interesting word. But anyway, that's helped a lot. Our kids are really starting to pick things up, and you know, I really, really think it's helped. I'd like to thank my principal for allowing me to come and to be here. I've heard nightmares of principals that aren't into athletics, that don't, you know, really support. I'm glad to say that that's not the case for us. She does challenge us from time to time. I know she loves us. You know, she's super nice to us every single day. She's a great person. But she does challenge us from time to time. Like I think it's just to make us better people, you know, and better coaches. Last year she was like, you know, okay, it was a COVID season. So you got the COVID gates, but no fundraising. All right, get out there and get creative. And so we did that, and so we no fundraising with the COVID. So I had to get creative. We had some of the parents, some of the moms who knit and quilt did the helmets for the freshmen. The color scheme, I mean, is exact, and they haven't come back from being officially passed, but we feel good about it. They look good. They don't hit that hard anyway. Mostly the big thing I took out of the budget was the footballs. Yeah, we haven't used a football in 2 years. The games are low scoring, but I do feel that if you don't have a football, you can't fumble it, and we feel really good about that. So, all right. The last thing I'll talk about, this time of year is always fun for me because of media, because I'm horrible. I really am horrible, especially when I'm interviewed. But I love the media questions. They always make me laugh because, you know, they'll be like, "So, Coach, how you think you're going to be this year?" And like any coach is going to be like, "Terrible, man. This is bad. We're going to be really bad." I'm thinking 2 games if we're lucky. I mean, nobody says that, right? This year I was like, you know, I'm going to be honest. So when they ask, you know, I'm going to be honest, and I'm good at giving analogies. So I'll, you know, I'm an English major, believe it or not. And so I was like, I'm going to use some analogies. So they said, "Coach, how's your offense going to be this year?" And I said, "Well, it's a lot like watching a giraffe throw up. Takes a long time to develop, but it should be pretty exciting to watch. He said, well, how's your defense going to be? And I said, well, got a lot of guys fast, physical, but they don't know what they're doing or where they're going. He said, so it's a lot like killing a grasshopper with a sledgehammer. You'll probably get the job done, but you're going to leave a lot of holes in your lawn. And then he said, well, how's the special teams? And I said, well, we got a kicker who can kick, but we can't cover the kicks very well. And we got a punter who can punt, but we can't protect for the punts. I said, so it's a lot like watching your mother-in-law drive off a cliff in a 37 Cadillac. You know, I have a lot of mixed feelings about special teams and how it's going to go. Last thing about the media, and I'll leave y'all with this. So the media came and they said, hey, give you a player. So I said, okay, and I grabbed a senior. He's like, oh man, coach, I'm nervous. I never been on TV before. I was like, look, don't worry about it, just be honest, whatever. He's like, oh, okay. And so, you know, the reporter said, well, how do you feel about this season? And he's like, my crawfish season? Depends on the water levels. And, you know, I get defensive. I'm like, hey, back off with the tough questions. It's a kid. So I ended the interview right there. I appreciate it, guys. Good luck to y'all. See you.